Put it on, Adam.
Will, you really want to fight Mike still?
I mean, yeah, I guess. He doesn't care about your feelings, and you should.
So
you should confront him about that. Be like, how long have I known you for? My life. That's how long I've known you for.
So
and you never once asked me, how's my vibe?
While you were draining the lizard, we were having this discussion.
Touching my pee-pee.
If people don't listen to Buddy Talks, which they should, but
Yeah,
if
they
they
should.
don't, and they don't know who Mike is, what if you just have random Mikes show up to your place, ready to fight you?
Yeah, I live at, what's your address again? Hit the music.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
That was good. Hello and welcome to another episode of In Our Honest Opinion. I am Will, and joining me as usual is...
I am Marvin, and joining me as usual is...
Adam, and also anybody that's named Mike, Will lives at...
What's your address again here? Today we're going to talk about the future revolution, about Palpatine, some Duff news, and we're going to end this episode with discussing the Candyman trailer.
Okay.
Because we brought it to you last week, and this week we get to talk to you about it.
We did, and I actually really hope... Jesus.
Well, that was good, actually.
That
I like
sounded
that was
epic.
getting creepy.
Candyman.
Candyman is here. Yeah, well, hopefully everybody enjoyed that because we worked really hard with Universal.
I mean, he got his tone. That's what he calls them.
Yeah, I mean, we all worked together and we made it happen.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome. But before we do all that, Marvin, what do you got to say to the people?
I want to talk to you, everyone out there. It is, at the time of filming, Super Tuesday. You guys need to get out there and vote.
Yay,
You
yay.
need to get out there and vote because what you think matters. By the time this happens, hopefully you had voted.
Hopefully it mattered.
I don't know.
Fingers
but
crossed.
if you didn't vote, just go ahead and give us a 5-star rating and written text review because that's going to allow us.
That'll make up for it, for sure.
That'll make up for it and give us... Let's give you this digital hug,
I
man.
want that digital hug. Yeah.
They're warm. They're warm.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for one.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys had digital hugs.
Because digital hugs are amazing, and you can do all of that over at innerhonestopinion.com.
Yeah. And if you guys are at Podfest this weekend, make sure to talk up In Our Honest Opinion.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Podfest. I won a ticket, right? A ticket? I think I won a ticket like a couple years back.
In 2016.
And look at that. And Marvin was able to go, we're going to tag Podfest in this because well, we picked up quite a bit of information back then. Podfest.
That's what got us to kick off what we're doing.
Yeah, Podfest was I mean, respect.
I got to meet William Hung.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyways, we do have one comment that we're going to go over before we jump into this week's topics. This one came to us from Mr. O. Piscarza. And it is... Oh, crap. I'm pulling up the wrong damn thing. Here we go. This came to us from the Candyman trailer brought to you by Ioho episode. Sony sold the entire script to Sega. Is that why there was a Trash Panda line in the movie? I figured it sourced from Sony jabbing at Guardians of the Galaxy.
Might have been. I mean, it was they sold it to Paramount, but it could have been. It could have been a joke with that. That's what I thought. I thought it was like a Guardians of the Galaxy gag
Reference. Okay.
Just a knock at that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which is funny they would keep that because you think about it, originally what Guardians of the Galaxy, it was Paramount that brought the first one out, wasn't it?
Oh,
I thought
Was
it
it?
might have still been under.
I don't think it was.
I don't think so either. No. I think that was fully.
That was fully Disney.
Yeah, fully
Yeah.
Disney.
I think by that point it was.
Yeah,
fully
they had
Disney.
already
Okay.
fully bought everything out.
Yeah.
So,
I think that wasn't that like the first. That was.
I think that was the first outlandish film that they did because I remember we were like,
I mean,
if
like
this
when
sticks,
Disney was like at the helm. Was that?
they started with Iron Man. I know the Incredible Hulk
It
missed
was
their umbrella,
that
but I
was-
think
that was-
everything
that was
after Iron Man
Universal.
was all.
Well, no, it was up to like Iron Man 3, I thought. Because like even the first Avengers was Paramount had their name attached to it.
Did they? I don't
They
remember
did.
that at all. Wow.
Yeah, I want to say
Wow. Whoa.
Guardians of
could
the Galaxy
really
was the first
dance.
one that didn't have anything else.
Tied
Okay.
to it. Okay. I don't know. It's confusing. It's 10 years of stuff.
Yeah.
10 years, 23 movies. It ain't the 80s, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But it was good stuff.
That's true.
Let's go ahead and jump into our first topic here. I want to talk about someone who's purely looking out for herself, and she's trying to hide behind the fans. Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff.
Who is that?
Lizzie McGuire. That's what it is, right? That's what this is?
Yes.
Okay.
She played Lizzie McGuire, and I guess it was a Disney show where it was about like a girl, like a young teenage girl kind of growing up or whatever.
Yeah.
That's what it told the story of.
Yep.
So Hilary Duff recently spoke out that she wants Disney to allow her to film and release a Hilary Duff movie of her as an adult, but over on Hulu, because she feels that it would be true to the storytelling style of the original show. It told the story of a teenage child going through whatever, and now this one would be, of course, an adult woman. And she thinks that Disney
I've got an
Plus-
idea for this.
Disney Plus would screw it over.
How about the whole thing is like a VH1 behind the music?
And then just throw it on Pornhub?
And no, it just says about how like she got into like drinking and drugs, and then she's trying to rebuild her career. Like she's gonna like make a big
model after
comeback.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. Well,
I think that's...
yeah, but I
actually.
don't think Lindsay Lohan ever came back. She just disappeared.
She tried to come back.
She did try to come back. So my
Did she?
question...
And what?
My question for you is this, right? I actually didn't watch hardly any, I think, if any at all, Disney shows like that. Like Good Luck Charlie, Good Luck Chuck, whatever.
Good Luck, Charlie.
That, right? Holes?
I've seen
Not
one.
Holes?
That was a movie
Oh, that was a movie.
with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah. Wasn't Shia LaBeouf on a show, though?
Yeah, Even Stevens.
Even
with
Stevens,
Christy
that's the
Carlson
other one.
Romano.
So, like, none of those. I
And
saw...
the dude from Drive.
I saw absolutely none of those things. Did you guys watch any of Lizzie McGuire?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've never seen it.
I think she's full of crap here with the whole putting it on Hulu. I think this is just she's going to get a better deal releasing on Hulu than she would on Disney.
Yeah, but I
feel
don't understand how you would get a better deal when they're both owned by Disney. I mean, Disney,
I mean, they're
Disney
a large
owns majority stake. in Hulu.
stake, but still, Hulu I think will allow a lot more adult themed things
Right,
than
yeah.
what you'll get over on the DSP.
Like Gordo taking her to Pound Town
I-
in the F truck.
I'm assuming that's
Right.
another character, but
Yeah, that's her friend that I think he wanted her, and
never got her.
I don't know.
I guess will find out if this ever gets
way
made.
to friend zone him.
Exactly.
Lizzie McGuire.
Well,
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly it. Obviously, there'd be that scene where they, end up sleeping together and it being awkward or, fun and stumbling through. You won't get that on DSP.
no, definitely not.
Forky's not going to ask that question. I'm sorry.
Like Hulu, you can get something like Pen 15, but you can't get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Pen 15 was funny.
It was.
that's the problem. Is that I think that's a good idea. Is the behind the music and then one part documentary, one part movie. I think it would be fun.
Yeah. You want that on Hulu?
Yeah, I want that on Hulu with this Lizzie
Sklizzy?
Sklizzy
Sklizzy
McGuire.
Skrillex
she-
McGuire. Skrillex, no.
That's
it's-
definitely
with
behind.
Hasn't
with
been, I think,
Lizzie
relevant in a
I
McGuire.
don't think in a while. Yeah.
Because I know everybody's clamoring for this thing to come back.
Yeah.
Everybody
Shout out to
wants
Brandon. He's a big Duff fan.
Is he?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, a Duff fan? Or I was thinking McGuire
Yeah,
fan. So he actually does think she's a little hottie.
Hey man, I mean, I thought there was nothing wrong with it.
I think is she the one that like a year or two ago that like all of a sudden they released like an image of her? I guess she had grown up and been working out a lot or something like that. She's had a kid.
Yeah.
And I was just all like, oh my god, she did grow up and
Yeah.
she's a woman.
Was this a clickbait article that you clicked on?
No, I didn't click on it.
Like,
it was,
hey,
it was the image that came with the headline. I didn't have to
yeah,
go any further than that. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
it's
whoa.
like, remember Hilary Duff? Wait till you see her now.
Not like the girl
wish.
from Boy Meets World who became a porn star.
Oh my god.
I don't even remember her name.
Porn star girl.
Yeah.
I don't. Nobody will remember her
Yeah.
name.
Oh, there goes a mosquito all up in your face.
That's what was flying by her.
He's here, man.
Something like that near my arm.
I told you it's a flying lizard.
That's Zigzag asking. It's not a flying lizard.
Really? Really?
Best.
Thanks for clarifying, man.
You're welcome.
Are you sure it's not a flying lizard?
It's not a pterodactyl. What's wrong with you? That makes no sense. Speaking of makes no sense, let's transition to this other one here. Everyone saw Star Wars, right? We're going to go ahead and let spoilers fly. If you haven't seen The Rise of Jedi, The Skywalker of Rising.
It sounds like you're talking about an erection.
Yeah, Attack of the Bone. The Rise of Skywalker.
Uh-huh.
All right, one of the biggest things everyone started to get mad about. They were like, how come Palpatine's alive? That doesn't make any sense. And I guess the novelization of the film is about to be released, and they released an excerpt. Palpatine's a clone. That's the whole thing there, right? Palpatine is not actually Palpatine. As Star Wars fans, does this give you any kind of anything closure at all with this?
I didn't really care about him like being alive. I was like, okay, evil's eternal. Okay,
yeah,
that's just what we're going with.
Eternal. I guess from what it's saying is that his power was so much that the clone's body couldn't sustain him, which is why he was plugged up to that arm or whatever, because that's what was so the body couldn't, but this machine,
because his body this machine couldn't.
I don't whatever, man. At least Star Wars is done for now
until next year.
Yeah.
What do we get next year? We get Mandalorian this year.
I thought we're getting some sort of movie next year.
Are we?
Or was it
I thought those all,
2022?
I thought all those got scratched. I think it's 2022 is our next round.
Gotcha.
That gives them time to put something together. And that's where maybe it's going to be Knights of the Old Republic.
Bring on Solo 2. Can't wait.
You know what would be hilarious if that, of all things, is the film that they released all of a sudden?
Watch It Be Solo 2 is just A New Hope.
Hey,
it's like
so-
been tinkered with again.
So it's
It
pretty
just
cool.
has his narration.
Sweet Jesus.
It's pretty cool that Palpatine was a clone and everything. You know, he really did die. Good for him. Came back. They grew him in a jar, just like all the
Snokes.
In a cave
Snokes,
with a bunch of scraps. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But-
I think that would have made more sense instead of showing so many failed clones of Snoke. Show like a bunch of failed clones of Palpatine.
Oh,
those,
both.
Dude,
I think that would have
Maybe
that
the
would have told the
Snokes
story.
were Palpatines that didn't work right.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they were trying to grow a Palpatine, they grew a Snoke instead.
Yeah, it's like, you got a Palpatine? No, I got a Snoke again.
Hey guys, I grew a Palpatine.
It's like one of those little Japanese
Plug it into the outlet
gotcha
now.
games.
Sweet Jesus. Oh my gosh.
Would you look at that? The dead speak.
Nice. That was good
Yeah.
because that's how the whole scroll started.
Yeah.
Has it been released yet digitally or on?
Rise of Skywalker? I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I don't think so. Right? I have to watch it again.
I know I saw
actually
things where you
see
can
it
get
all.
the whole trilogy like going on sale.
The whole trilogy. Oh, the last.
I mean the whole Skywalker saga.
Ninology.
Yeah.
I don't know. Septology.
Like, I think it was
Is that what
$130 too
is that what
for
it's called?
all 9
No.
movies.
on
Sept
digital
is 7. Right?
because the physical I saw was like $249.
it was
I'm not
it was on
spending that.
sale.
Woo.
It was like
That's
one
a
of those
lot.
IGN sales.
That's a lot.
Okay. Yeah, $249 is too rich for me.
How much was the Marvel 10-year bundle? Wasn't that like
that
$300
was-
or $400?
That was like the same.
pretty
I
expensive.
thought it was like the same price. It released at like $249. That's like the popular thing for that stuff like that.
That's a lot.
Because like the Game of Thrones collector's Blu-ray set,
Yeah.
the one I want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it released at $249.
You good, man?
Ooh,
So-
baby Jesus.
You all right?
No, that $249 price for
hey,
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, let's jump over to while we're still on Star Wars a little bit.
Yeah.
growing Palpatines and such.
Do your thing. Chia.
Bob Iger, the whole thing with him. He stepped down, right? Like he stepped down, got fired.
Has that officially
but
got cleared up? Because I think last week we announced it
not quite,
Okay.
but there's more behind it.
Oh, I didn't see this.
With him doing
Educate me.
with
I
him.
see.
What is this again?
Walmart.com to Skywalker.
Okay, yeah, I
okay.
was looking at the one for.
The big classy
It's
one.
yeah, but is that the 4K or is that?
No, it's not 4K. It's just Blu-ray.
Yeah, so I'm looking for
That's
4K. I
why.
don't need to buy Star Wars on Blu-ray again.
But anyways, you were saying?
I know I'm a 4K snob. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, with him doing that, so he's remaining on the board, right? He's like top executive on the board. That's actually above the CEO. Do you ever think about that?
He has more power, so he's pulling a Putin.
Yeah. So he actually
Putin?
Hey, check it out. He's got more power, and guess what that means? He has more creative control over everything for the next
Than what
2
he did
years.
before. That's funny.
And people are suggesting that he may extend out his contract to stay on the board for longer, just to maybe help his legacy.
That's
the whole
funny.
Star Wars thing
Yeah.
really threw him for a loop.
Ah.
Because while it made money in that, it wasn't a good purchase based on the $4 billion or whatever they paid for it.
Wait, they didn't pay $4 billion for.
What was it? $400 million then. I don't know. It was for something.
Yeah, maybe.
They paid a ton of money. George Lucas.
Oh no, you're right. I think that they might have paid $4 billion.
George Lucas really.
And then how much? Damn, have they not made $4 billion since? I know that mosquito.
You think about it, they're like breaking even or even a little bit low. It's not profitable the way they want.
Marvin's got a look on his face.
No, I amended the topic.
Oh yeah, I see it.
But
there.
so
Good
part
job.
of that too would be that if Bob Iger straight up fired Kathleen Kennedy as the CEO,
Yeah.
it would have been bad because she would have said all kinds of bad mouthing Disney and such.
Gotcha.
This here allows them to get rid of her potentially in a different manner.
Gotcha.
If it's a board
Kevin
decision.
That's funny.
For Star Wars?
Yeah, didn't they say that he was working on a Star Wars project for him?
Something like that.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
like one thing that he was going to do with them.
Eff Space Space Kay to that.
That's funny. Oh, good old Eff Space Space Kay.
Yeah.
I think is that the name of the episode?
Eff Space Space Kay?
Is that allowed?
I don't know.
What if I EFF?
Yeah.
F space space
You're paranoid.
K.
I know.
You're paranoid about it.
No, I think that works. F space space K. I don't think anybody would be none the wiser.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that works.
What is it?
That's
F
the
Space Space K.
yeah.
I think so.
That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think that's that's the name of the episode. Well, welcome to Ioho.
That's very inventive, man. I'm a fan.
Hey, we find ways to
That's right.
the
Life
system.
finds a way. Let's
Yeah. No, it would be probably Filoni and what's his face Favreau takes over.
I could see that actually.
I would
And-
be all right with that.
Yeah.
And how about this, George
Favreau
Lucas?
jump started the Marvel universe. Like,
And
There
he did a Mandalorian.
yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
and supposedly there's been talks that George Lucas said he would come back to it, but he needs creative control over what he does.
I'm good.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Based off of the crummy sequels, I was about to say another word. Based off of the crummy sequels we got, I think.
You and I are gonna you and I are on the different ends
You
of
had to
that
have to
seesaw.
scrap out in the yard like my old neighbor.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, man. The prequels are better movies.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
I wholeheartedly disagree with
And,
your
and,
opinion.
and what sucks is that the Last Jedi, the Last Jedi is bundled in the trilogy that I enjoyed more.
Yeah,
That's bad.
yeah, but
That's
you
bad.
enjoy the sequels like over the original trilogy, which is blasphemous in itself.
Yeah, but I'm not knocking you for it. I mean,
I'm not knocking you for
like, I'm
it,
gonna
but
let
I'm
that,
just
like,
saying you're
okay,
wrong.
Like I get it, I respect that.
Let them fight.
But episode 1, 2, and 3 over
are
episode 7,
better.
8, 9.
At least they tell a coherent story that's an actual trilogy.
I can't remember
as opposed
what
to
that
a disjointed
story
piece of
was.
crap that we got.
I'm good. I'll watch 7 and 9, and I'll leave it be.
I will watch 7 and 9 too.
And then you can have 1, 2, 3.
Man, I wish
Just
there
give
was
me
a way.
3.
I want to know what you, the listener. Please, by all means, let me know which you'd prefer: episode 1, 2, and 3, or episode 7, 9.
Dude, you
Yeah.
at least had a coherent story that was
In
told over
7.
the course of 3 movies, and it was a true trilogy. Badly written, badly directed, or not,
But
badly acted.
But that's
However,
not enough.
Think about it. Star Wars itself never had great writing or directing. even the acting was off, especially in episode 4.
4, 5, 6 is still leaps and bounds better than 1, 2, and 3.
Oh,
and
I
there's
agree
just
with you.
no way in hell.
I agree with you
I'm
100%.
going to watch 1, 2, and 3.
I agree with
over
you 100%.
7, 8, 9.
I agree.
I'll watch one. I will literally watch 1, 2, and 3 back to back instead of watching 8. I'll watch 7, 1, 2, 3, and then 9.
I'm going to tell you what your birthday gift is, your
that's
Christmas
my cohesive
gift,
story. Sweet Jesus, man.
your Easter gift.
But it's okay. We're fans of the series in different.
I mean, you're gonna buy him those.
Respects.
He'll just buy you 7, 8, 9. It's just
done.
what's gonna happen.
I call it a day. You're welcome. And not even in 4K. I'll just get them in blue.
You're gonna get the DVD.
Yeah, I'm going to get you it on DVD.
480p.
Yeah.
480p, and it's all 4x3.
Yeah.
Like
Full frame version, yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. Ugh, I would never do that
Yeah.
to you. I don't hate you.
We'll get you episode 8.
But you, the listener, please let me know what your you said it.
Only.
You heard him only. Anyways, let's switch over to other people making some jabs while we're at it. Verizon. This one came to us
Holy crap.
from you, Marvin, right?
Yes.
How did you stumble onto this little gem?
We were having a meeting at work, and we were talking about different types of marketing, and this came up.
Huh. Nice. T-Mobile released this, right?
Yeah.
This is a commercial. Them making huge jabs at Verizon
Yeah.
about their pricing, about their network,
Everything.
all of it, and blatantly. And it's like they're not
hiding anything.
Yeah, they're not hiding the fact that it's them, that it's T-Mobile that's making these claims. They have no issues with that whatsoever. I'm gonna bear with me.
You know what I
share
heard?
this on Discord.
If
Yeah.
you sign up with Verizon, you actually get a free copy of episode 8.
Perfect. More reason to stay away from that garbage.
Yeah.
Where is show instead for Verizon? How come it's not? Oh, there we go. No, that's the link's not coming up or the YouTube video's not popping up.
Really?
Maybe it got pulled.
Maybe it did.
I mean, it's.
That'll make this topic even more interesting.
Very
I
interesting.
mean, I don't even follow that stuff a lot. The whole cell phone. This service is better than that service. That thing was brutal, and it was pretty awesome.
It was on the
was.
nose for a lot, and they went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy this. And this is the article, and I'm going to share it on Discord so that way you guys can see it there. Wrong thread, podcast, and paste. All right. There it is. Oh, my gosh. Verizon is rebranding to Verizon.
Yeah.
Anyways, but this totally falls in line with what's his name, the CEO for T-Mobile, Laguerre. Thank you. That's it. Like, this dude has no issues. Like, he's gone up in press conferences and called out AT&T, Verizon. What's the other one? Time Warner in general. Like, he's made some serious jabs, and he's thrown out curse words.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because I watched his thing, like one of his Twitter videos or whatever.
John Laguerre.
And then he went and he's there like, oh, you know what? This is BS. I'm censoring it for this. But he kept saying it over and over again, and I thought it was hilarious.
Yep. It says that he took over in 2012. And T-Mobile's done nothing but gotten bigger since.
Yeah.
They've gotten bigger and stronger. They also merged with Metro. And now, remember, they're finalizing the merger with Sprint.
I mean, if their service was better, I'd get it.
Yeah. Yeah, their service still
not.
isn't there.
No.
I mean, my one of my coworkers, we work with each other constantly, and he's got T-Mobile, and he still bumps into issues. And I'm like, and that's why I don't have them.
Yep.
I don't care that they've gotten bigger, and now that they've got then a whole nother company that's going to be under their umbrella there. Let's see if they'll actually improve their network. But whatever.
I mean, I'm all for saving money. I would definitely go for it, but
yeah. So, anyways, you guys can find that over on our Discord. If you need that link, that's over at inouronestopinion.com. Remember, like, subscribe, share,
Digital Hub.
all the fun stuff.
Let us love you.
Let us love you. I want to talk about this one. Simon Pegg.
Yeah.
All right. I think Simon Pegg is a true like nerd.
Thespian.
That too. I think the guy actually enjoys what he does. He's definitely gotten a lot older. There was something I was watching the other day, and I'm like, oof. Why did I
Shaun of
remember
the
him
Dead?
looking younger? No, Shaun of the Dead is still the Cornetto trilogy or whatever. I still enjoy those films. But recently, I guess in an interview, he stated that the Star Trek 4 that everyone keeps, clamoring for, he doesn't think, or not clamoring for, but is, constantly rumored.
Yeah.
He doesn't think it's going to happen for a couple reasons. One, he says that
Anton's dead.
he said that he thinks they dropped the ball with the last one because it was like the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
He's all like, they kind of they should have advertised more in that regard. He's like, the film's kind of losing steam now because it's been so long.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and then lastly, and he was all like, and ultimately, Anton Yelchin, like, his passing was a major blow.
Yeah.
To the film. Dang, right
That was
in
a
our ear.
good one.
I like that. Screw him.
That caught him off guard.
Yeah, like I was like shocked. Like all of a sudden,
That was good. Those moments you just can't make up.
Keeping that in.
But anyways, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
please
but,
don't.
But he's right. I think the loss of Anton Yelchin. I mean, even I think I'm saying that right. When that happened, I remember like genuinely feeling bad. Like I was like, oh, that sucks. He seemed like a cool kid, and I thought he played the character great.
Yeah.
So Star Trek 4, I think I've written off quite a while ago.
Oh, I didn't even watch the third one.
And I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, you probably should. It's
Yeah.
I think because he died
Watch The Rocketeer first.
during that one, right?
No, it was after. I mean, the
it
movie
after?
was
Yeah, it was
already done
after.
and
It
out.
was-
It was an
it was-
accident where the car rolled
Yeah, he had a
on
car-
top of him.
It was funny. I was thinking about that at work not at work, when I was at the gym.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was getting out of the car and going in the back. I was like, man, it would suck if this car rolled. Oh, yeah, that's how Anton Yelchin died.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Like it just
that has to
rolled
suck.
and pinned him and
but
Yeah.
they dedicated the third one to him too. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the last time he was in it. I think it was his last movie, right?
I think so, yeah. I,
think so.
don't think I
Like
saw
that.
anything come out after that.
Yeah, it's a shame that they couldn't get things rolling sooner. But a lot of people still are not on the fan base of this Kelvin storyline.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of
Right.
fans are not happy with it anyway. Like,
And I gotta
I'm
watch
talking about-
Picard because supposedly Picard like touches on something there that kind of gives some greater insight.
Yeah.
When I noticed that in the headline, I skipped over. I was like, nope, don't want to ruin it. I gotta watch Picard. But anyways,
I actually know what it is.
do you?
It was all just a dream.
He used to read Word Up magazine.
Mhm.
You're
Heavy
welcome.
D and Salt and Pepper.
In the limousine, taking
Yeah.
pictures on the wall
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, I don't even know what you guys are doing, but yeah.
Mr. Magic Molly wall. Anyways, yeah. I mean, at this point, I think the last thing that
The last
supposedly might happen is the Tarantino one because that's not this one, right?
Which supposedly is not going to happen.
Yeah, not surprised.
I think they're going to be happy keeping it on CBS, the streaming.
Those series, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're happy keeping it as a series as
I want
opposed to
Django
movies.
Zorro, and I'm good. Did you guys finish? Did Adam? You watched it all right?
What?
Tarantino's last film.
What the
Hateful Eight?
Once
No.
Upon a Time in Hollywood?
That, yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
I still have to try and watch it. I fell asleep so hard.
Well, I did too, but I didn't go back to it. I mean, I thought it was all right, but it was
That was too slow, too drawn out. There's
it was
nothing there for me.
man, Tarantino's very self-indulgent.
Boy, is he.
He was extremely self-indulgent in this one,
Yeah.
and it was
Apparent.
yeah, like I really like the style, but it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give it another shot, but I just haven't.
I feel
yet.
like I have to, but
It's like
we'll
I
see.
don't have time for a 3.5 hour movie right now, so
Yeah, I concur.
I did watch a movie last night.
Did you? What'd you watch?
I watched The Girl on the Third Floor on Netflix.
With the dragon tattoo?
It's with the wrestler guy, CM Punk, and it's not a WWE production.
No, because he left WWE.
Yeah,
so
but I
he-
was
he
still
has to-
thinking it was going to be a WWE
no.
production, like he left to become a movie
I
star.
think he left on bad terms with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I think he left on bad terms, so he's not going to have anything with them.
Yeah,
Well,
WWE's a beast on its own. I
if
watched
you-
a documentary about that not too long ago.
If you want my thoughts on it, it'll be on this week's Adam Analyzes.
Nice.
And I
like
didn't even intend for it to be a promo.
No. Get it over there at adamanalyzes.com. The WTF block, man. That's where it's at.
Exactly.
But let's switch on to the next one here. Marvin, there's a game that you've been looking forward to.
Yes. Yes. It has
Queen?
been something since 1997.
Ooh.
And it was announced in 2015. And we are now finally getting the release next month.
Doom Eternal.
That's this month. That and Animal Crossing are coming out the same day, so people are having to pick their sides.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an easy pick.
Yeah.
And it's not Animal Crossing. But
Well,
anyways.
it's funny seeing some of the cross promotion though that like the Doom people and Animal Crossing people are doing. It's pretty cute.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It would be funny if Nintendo and Bethesda actually teamed up with
Yeah.
that. I was about to say id, but they don't really exist as a separate entry.
But Final Fantasy VII Remake, the demo came out yesterday.
Have you downloaded the demo?
Yeah.
I have. I played through it last night.
Okay.
It is everything I wanted in a remake.
Really?
So you remember before when you would play a game, and it'd be years before you like went back and revisited.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you had what it looked like and
Except for Halo.
how it seemed.
Yeah.
And then you play it, and it's like this isn't quite what I remember it
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
This is the remake that is like this is what I remember it being.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But they've made changes, right?
They have
to,
indeed
a
made
lot.
changes. So the original game was 3 discs. And this is going to be essentially the first disc, which is getting its own release.
Yeah.
They have expanded on it that much where it's supposedly a lot of gameplay.
Yeah.
So like little bits that would be like a little 2-minute sequence, they actually have a lot of time kind of devoted and change some of the backstory and
Gotcha.
fix it all up.
Yeah.
I
Expand
am
on
so
it.
worried about it, dude.
It's actually really well done. I recommend playing the demo because yes, the combat system is different.
PlayStation, right?
PlayStation, yes. Next year it'll be on their like other consoles.
Gotcha.
But they went to a real-time combat system, or you could play it in a classic mode, which is not quite turn-based, but everything pauses as you're picking commands and stuff like that. But it is pretty amazing. And I'm kind of bummed out because it was originally supposed to release today, and we didn't get that. So that sucks. But April 10th is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and that's good that the demo actually gave you that kind of sense of security, I guess,
Yeah.
right? That reassurance, there it is,
Yeah.
that you're looking for. I think a lot of people are, well, not I think, we know, a lot of
Yeah.
people are finally looking
Oh,
forward to
yeah.
this.
It's-
Hopefully this doesn't pull a, what was the sequel to Shadow of the Colossus that bombed?
Oh, you're talking
Oh.
about Last Guardian?
Last
that had
Guardian.
been rumored and hinted at for years and years.
Yeah.
Or it's also not like Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed Duke Nukem Forever.
I know a lot of people didn't. And it,
I know.
it was
That was a
always
commercial
rumored to
failure.
happen, but it never happened. But this, it's nice to finally actually get something. They missed the 20th anniversary, obviously, but it's cool that we're actually getting something finally. It's
Yeah.
no longer just vaporware.
Yeah.
You should play it, Adam. If you don't play it, watch at least some video of it just to kind of get an idea of what it's about.
I want to.
Yeah.
I haven't fired up my PlayStation 4 in probably about a year,
Yeah,
so I got to update it and everything.
it's like my Xbox.
Yeah, my Xbox is the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to, and I mean, I guess if I'm getting Doom Eternal, I gotta.
And I think that's
Do
the
that
part that's
anyway.
interesting
Start doing
for
that
me
first.
is because I come obviously I'm an older gamer, so it was at the point if you played PlayStation, you played Final Fantasy VII is how it was for the people that
pretty
the
much.
circles I ran in. Now,
That,
if the
Grand
game
Theft
is
Auto,
so
like-
old,
Yeah.
a lot of people haven't played the original. They don't know much about it, and that's just crazy to me because I feel it was one of those staples at the time.
Yeah, and you remember too. You probably remember on like the resale market, the black label
Yep.
was going for quite a bit
Huge
at one
numbers.
point.
I still have the Black Label one.
Yeah,
too.
same here, and it's like one of those things. It's like, do I want to keep this? Because it's like the greatest hits one was still going for a decent amount, but
Yeah.
not nearly as much as the original.
It was the first
Release.
PlayStation game I ever bought.
Final Fantasy VII?
Yep.
That's funny.
I remember that.
I think the first PlayStation game I ever bought, and it was for a girlfriend, was Final Fantasy X. Is that the
10?
one with the Chocobo race?
That was on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII, I remember, was almost. I was only in Florida for about 2 months at that point.
Yeah.
I spent birthday money on Final Fantasy VII to buy it.
I had a Target coupon for $5, so I spent $25, and that's how I realized they did the coupon and then charge you tax.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what
Nice.
the heck, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Humans. If you guys are playing the Final Fantasy demo, let us know what you think of it.
Yeah.
Does it suck? Or are you excited? Here's one article thing that I think you think sucks, but I'm
Yeah.
actually fairly intrigued by it. Marvel Future Revolution.
I was so bummed out when I saw what this was.
Yeah. So
'Cause I didn't see what it was. That's why I threw the
the
video
link,
in there.
Yeah.
And then I read the description. And it
Yeah.
made me upset.
There's gameplay already? I didn't know that. So this is an open world RPG made for mobile devices,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like I'm not crazy in thinking that, right? Like this is big. Like this is a big concept
Yeah.
for them to just go ahead and shoot out, for mobile devices. And good God, is that going to kill batteries?
Yeah.
But
It's an MMO essentially.
Yeah, but I do like the fact that that this is a thing.
Yeah.
I think was this last season? My eye, where we talked about kind of like the we had an episode where we talked about the leaps and bounds that like mobile gaming is making.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's impressive. It's not something that I really get caught up in or whatever, but I still do respect the fact that, like, holy crap, this is where we've gotten now.
Mm-hmm.
We can do an MMORPG on a mobile device,
Mm-hmm.
and the video said in-game footage. That doesn't look too bad.
No, it doesn't.
That doesn't look too bad. I didn't see what game engine, but I feel like this is like Unreal.
Yeah.
Like I just, Unreal, I think does a really good job of slapping skins on, is what it is. High detailed, like what looks to be, three-dimensional like skins onto a dummy or whatever, and they look good.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play Gears of War?
I did.
Did you ever see
first
the
one, yeah.
textures pop in? I think
Oh, yeah.
Rage was another one.
Yeah.
Where that's what it is. It's all like, oh, it's a 3D shape, but none of the actual like details are
Yeah.
like in the character. It's a skin. It's a
Yeah.
skin
It's
slapped
all a
on.
skin.
Yeah, exactly. And then like you go from there.
Yeah,
I mean, it sells it.
I was gonna say Rage was id Tech, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
Rage suffered from
whichever one came after Doom 3.
that. I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was called id Tech. That's what they call it.
That's
It was
what they call the
id
game?
Tech 4 or something like
Gotcha,
that.
gotcha.
So.
So, but yeah, even like that was really bad. I remember that you'd see like all these what's supposed to be mountains and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 all the textures would be mapped on, and we're like, oh,
I remember Halo did that a lot.
Halo, I think 3 suffered from that.
Yeah, all of a sudden you see the textures pop in. It's like, oh, there's the bump mapping. Okay.
Yep. And I think Halo 3, I think they patched it at some point
Yeah,
because it was really bad.
it was pretty
Really
bad.
bad. Yeah,
Did-
you see
did
the
they-
Arbiter and stuff. All of a sudden, all that stuff would
Yeah.
kick on. Yeah,
I want to say it was Halo 2. Is where they first had that issue.
is it?
Yeah.
I can't recall that.
Did they ever patch Halo 3 to where it was a good game?
Yeah, it was day one.
Oh yeah, man, I must have got a beta or alpha version
That was well played. I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
because it wasn't very good.
For me, those games were fun playing with friends. The co-op nature of it made it fun.
Yeah.
And then breaking the game however we could.
However you could. Good God, that was fun. We
Nothing-
need to have a conversation about like just Old school. I think we did that in season 1, but I wouldn't mind revisiting.
Nothing like a game that wasn't true 1080p.
Gaming. Yeah, that's true. They couldn't run it at that. I think it was like some awkward number, like 800 or 900, right?
It was okay because I had a crappy tube TV back then.
I thought it was in the 500s somewhere,
Like
and
540?
it was upscaled
Is it? Maybe.
to 1080.
Crazy.
It couldn't actually display properly.
But it would be fun to kind of go back and like we need to put like our top 5 gaming moments or whatever and just compare stories.
Oh yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Across any games. That'd be fun to do. Anyways, let's transition. Where are we at on time?
We're at 39 minutes.
Oh, okay, then we're doing good here. Since we are talking Marvel, let's go ahead and let's start. I guess I'm going to throw all 3 of these in here. Allison Brie, She-Hulk is the rumor, right? That's right up Marvin's anus. And then we'll expand on that in a second. While we're at it,
What else on Peg?
the DSP, nice, very nice. The DSP with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, supposedly the bad guy for that, Omega Red.
Yeah,
That's our first X-Men universe crossover,
mutant
right?
crossover. Yeah,
That's kind of exciting. And then WandaVision finished wrapping. So they've got a lot going on here. And the She-Hulk thing is for DSP. It's not a film. DSP's Disney's kind of chugging along to make that like a real thing, like the Marvel series. I think we had spoken last season, right? The budgets come back. There we go.
there you go.
The budgets for all these shows, like they're up there, per episode.
Yeah.
I think, and I know it's not the same thing. I think Mandalorian was a good indication of
Put some money behind it.
of what they can do with that money.
Yeah.
Hell, I didn't even think about it until just this moment, but even that LED technology
They can use that.
for Marvel series, oh yeah, they could
Easily
totally
use
do
it.
something. That whole WandaVision thing where it's 50s and 60s type stuff, I'm sure they could
Alison
easily
Brie.
get it set up. Allison Brie demolishing cities.
Yeah.
I think she's a pretty decent actress. I don't think I care too much for She-Hulk. Sorry. Sorry, internet.
I didn't care for Daredevil. I didn't care for Jessica Jones.
I agree.
And I actually enjoyed both their series. Season 1 of
Daredevil,
Jessica Jones.
See, yeah, good.
Purple
man.
Man was a fantastic villain for her.
Yeah,
But in Daredevil, I
enjoyed those
was on the
first 2
Daredevil hype
seasons.
train.
I don't remember what happened.
Luke Cage, I was cool with that. And that's all I'm going to say because those 3 shows I enjoyed.
That's good. Life's to the audience
would
whipped
you say?
over, just laughing like, yep.
Yeah, there was nothing else.
Nothing else mattered.
Defenders was cool.
Yeah.
They had those cool 3 characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defenders was I enjoyed some of Defenders. That was kind of a mess, but I enjoyed the dynamic between.
I liked
the
what they were
characters.
doing.
Yeah, the idea was cool.
Daredevil was cool to watch.
Daredevil was a big highlight or whatever, and I mean now that Disney's kind of jumping.
Punisher, I enjoyed that too.
I never got to finish
I
season
enjoyed
1.
Punisher.
But now that that they're kind of doing this thing with the Marvel shows or whatever, it'll be interesting with their casting outside now of what they've already had set up from the films.
Yeah.
Because this Allison Brie is the first casting of any character again that isn't going straight to film. You know what I mean? Like this is a series. We're gonna get 8 episodes at least.
And this could actually lead into film stuff.
Yeah, exactly. They're not obviously they're not shying away from that stuff with like WandaVision.
Yeah.
The trailer for WandaVision I thought was okay. I think it's interesting. Have they just not filmed anything on Loki?
I don't know.
Do
I
we
haven't
know
really
if-
heard anything about that.
Like I don't think I've seen anything there at all. You're pulling it up.
No, I just got a funny GIF from Live Studio
Live
audience
studio.
of the doorman of the Marvel Universe.
The doorman.
Yeah, Iron Fist. All he could do was open doors,
Oh my god.
punch them open. That's all he did.
Wow. Iron Fist was.
It was bad.
I tried to get through. Like
It was
I think
bad.
I don't even think I finished the first episode.
It was bad.
And then you know how it auto plays. I think I
Yeah.
woke up in the middle of like the 5th episode or something.
Are
like
you
that.
still watching? Because you're
Yeah.
the only person.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, go ahead, continue. And then woke up and I saw the very end of it.
Yeah.
And then in season 2, I literally only watched the last like 5 minutes
Yeah.
where and spoilers, didn't he like Did he punch a bullet? What happened?
He had like Iron Fist guns.
That's what it was. Dual, right?
I'm letting you know you're not missing anything.
Yeah. What am I from the comic? Is both his fists supposed to be iron?
Yeah. In the comic, he's a cool character.
And in the show,
He's nothing.
good God.
There's a reason why they killed him off in Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What the heck was this idiot's name?
I don't even remember.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, he was the Iron Fist. He died there too.
Yeah.
Just like his series did.
Yeah.
I think that's it for all of our regular topics.
Yeah.
This next one here is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to kind of play it in the background here while we go through it all. Adam, what's Candyman?
We went through this on the last episode.
I know, but for those who didn't listen to that episode,
Say his name 5 times. He shows up. He's got a hook and a claw, and it's a
Sammy
hook.
Davis
It's
Jr.
not a claw. It's a hook.
He's
Oh
Sammy
my
Davis
gosh.
Jr. and he's part of the Rat Pack.
I disagree with you there. He's
What?
not Sammy Davis Jr.
No, he's not. He's Tony Todd. He's far cooler than Sammy Davis.
So do you got to
Jr.
say it like 5 times in a row? Or can it be like you having a conversation and talking about
It's
it
got to
when
be
it'll
5
happen?
times in a row. It's got to
Okay.
be in the mirror.
Yeah, but like what if you're doing your hair and you're like singing Sammy Davis Jr.'s Candyman?
Not gonna work.
Okay.
So the trailer finally dropped last week.
Mm-hmm.
This is directed by and produced by Jordan Peele.
I don't think it's
Not
directed by Jordan. It's
Peele.
just his production company.
Oh, okay.
Monkey Arm or
Everybody
something?
is saying that it's Jordan Peele's Candyman, and I think his
It's
producing credit is overshadowing the
actual director.
The director.
Yeah.
So hopefully
The director
she
will
gets
get,
recognition.
Nia DaCosta.
That's her name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Nia DaCosta.
Trailer as far as direction goes, I think it looks good so far.
Yeah, it looks to fit right in line with the original movie as far as the way the film's directed.
Gotcha.
We said at the same time. I actually like the one like how they show him shadowy.
Yeah.
Okay. Jordan Peele helped write it, I think, though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he wrote and produced. I mean, so I'm sure his stamp's gonna be all over it.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the trailer screams.
she's Vanessa Williams, I think is her name. She was
yeah.
she's from the first one.
Oh, is she? Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right.
And so the baby
Yeah.
from the first movie
Yeah.
that was like saved from the fire
Okay.
is actually the traveling pants there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
He's
So
also... Oh, wait, no, I don't want to spoil that.
Yeah,
For those who haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So that's actually a cool plot point. I think that's a brilliant way to do it.
Yeah.
That was good. You're good with that. That's
Wow.
why. I think I did it once. No, I
It's
slapped the mic away from
Creepy,
me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think as
That
far as
right there is what I was saying about.
Yeah.
where he walks by the car.
Yeah, and I actually saw a still.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like a DH Tony Todd there in the
Does it
my
in
on
the
car,
in the
yeah.
reflection?
Yeah.
I like I definitely like the look here, right? All the characters or whatever. What I like is the creepy vibe that it gives off.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what you were hinting at, Marvin, where it definitely falls in line with Jordan Peele as far as like his style of horror, right? I think it more so not so much Get Out, but more
It's very atmospheric.
what's the
Us.
Us? Yeah, where I
Yeah,
think
but
like
as
that
much as you say that, this trailer,
yeah.
with the way the film looks like it's shot, it
Yeah.
looks like it's a very similar style to Bernard Rose, who did the original. So I
Bernard?
mean, you're
So here's the thing: I haven't watched the original all the
I
way
know,
through. I've only
man.
seen bits and pieces, and I will because I want to make sure that I watch that before I go see this.
yeah, I need to watch the original.
You know,
too.
to get the full story, and then not just for that, but then also to see the parallels, right? I want to see where it connects and how and why, all that fun stuff.
And the reason I'm happy Jordan Peele is attached to this the way he is that the movie's going to make money.
yeah.
It is.
I mean, that's That's why I'm happy about that. But for the most part, with you saying you're giving Jordan Peele, I think, more credit right now than what we know could be. I'm gonna guess that he was a very hands-on producer and writer, but I don't think it fits in line with the way Us is and stuff like
No,
that.
I'm saying the way that this trailer is
the way the trailer's cut.
the way it's cut, the way that it's kind of selling the story. That's what it reminds me of. Is Us. I mean, darker, of course, because I think Us did more of the like, hey, you know what I mean, happy family, and then all of a sudden
What's
there's that,
happening?
yeah, doom, doom.
This is more of an established thing. that-
Yeah, exactly. I do like that. You know, he's never like actually shown
Yeah.
like throughout
Which
the
is-
trailer.
which is how the first movie was.
Gotcha. So you know the shadow and everything. I enjoy the way that this whole thing is cut. Like I said, and as far as like the direction goes, then you know to Nia, you know, hats off there because the movie looks like it's gonna be entertaining.
Fun fact on that too. When he's looking at the when he's taking the photographs
Yeah.
in the Cabrini Green area, like the graffiti there and
Oh,
everything,
uh-huh.
they have that aesthetically looking like the original.
Yeah.
As far as like with the like rundown housing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's actually Clive Barker's original design
Oh,
when
nice.
they show it. When
Yeah,
he
yeah.
takes a picture of it. It's
Yeah.
what Clive Barker originally had
Oh,
in mind for what Candyman would look like in
Nice.
his story, The Forbidden.
Gotcha. Okay. Very
So it's
cool.
actually kind of neat.
Yeah. But I mean, no disappointment here. You know, I think for the initial reveal or whatever, I thought that they did a damn good job
Yeah.
of putting together something that appealing. And I think that what I like and whenever like I do see like a horror film like this, it's obviously like a nod to something, you know, or not a nod, but even a
Something
continuation of
from-
something
yeah.
from back in the day.
Established
that
content.
Fans, you know what I mean, like you appreciate what's happening, and there's enough there that for those of us who aren't fully in, you know, the know, like to go, oh, well, this looks good,
Yeah.
like this looks entertaining.
Yeah,
And I'm not just saying that because you know, I'm a fan of Jordan Peele or whatever the case is, or even Yahya Abdul Mateen.
Which
Yeah.
after seeing him in Watchmen,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of him.
Much more of a
I
fan.
mean, yeah, I mean, I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, not all of that stuff aside, it's just it's a well put together trailer. It's a well put together, you know, it looks like
has
it's a
me
well put together
intrigued.
film. Yeah. And I'm just all like, this is well done.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he has like his like visions that he feels like he's tied to the Candyman because he was originally going to sacrifice the baby.
Oh.
The baby was going to be sacrificed, and Helen more or less takes the baby's place at the end of the movie. Like she saves the baby because it's burning in the
Gotcha.
in
Wow.
the fire and everything. Yeah, it's a very powerful moment in the
I don't
original
know
movie.
much about the Candyman.
Yeah.
So is he like the anti-hero type deal? Revenge?
Candyman?
Yeah.
He's not, but I mean, he's not a straight up villain. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I
He's
mean,
more of like a wraith that's there for like revenge, right?
Yeah, he became that because of what happened to him. I mean,
Yeah.
like the actual story of that right there.
Yeah.
That
The little flash.
is the
original?
original design.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or
Wait, go
Clive
back?
Barker's originally.
You saw it there? It'll pop up in a second here.
So I mean, himself, the Candyman. I mean,
Okay.
he was tortured.
Yeah.
I mean, he fell in love with. I mean, these are like slave times. Like
Yeah.
he fell in love with a white woman
white
and he
girl.
knocked her up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the parents and the people. I mean, they cut off his hand. He was an artist.
Yeah.
They cut off his hand, so his livelihood.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they put a hook there, it covered him with honey, and the bees came and swarmed and stung
Yeah.
him and everything. I mean, it's awful.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty powerful moment though in the original, or actually in the sequel, because they show it more in depth.
Oh, okay.
They actually
put-
show it in the second one.
Yeah, she did put the bees in his mouth.
Yeah. That's word on the
Come
street.
to think of it, I don't think he had any bees in his mouth in the second one. In
Or
the
the bees in the trap.
Where the-
it is there is actually a really cool special effect though in the second one.
Yeah.
The girl scratches his face and
Mm-hmm.
the bees start coming out of it. It's actually pretty neat.
No.
Practical, or is it CG?
Well,
Just kidding.
here's the thing: it's zoomed in. You can tell that it's like a fake, like
Face.
face.
Yeah.
It's zoomed in on it, so
Yeah.
you can see the bees coming out. But I mean, it's the way it's cut. It looks good.
Well, I am looking forward to this. This is just the first trailer.
When's it coming out?
In June, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's June, so we got a while to
June
go.
Sounds
12.
like a movie day.
I think we should have like a
Preach
watching
Impossible
of.
Burgers.
I think we should have a watching of
the original?
Candyman.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
It's 2 viewings.
I
for
mean,
us.
specifically because I don't know what Netflix is using. 'Cause I know Netflix has it on there.
Do they?
Yeah, but I'm not sure of the quality. I personally think the Shout Factory, they did an astounding job with the way it looks on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Looks
Gotcha.
fantastic.
All right. I'm down for that.
Easily one of my favorite horror films. I love the score. If you guys have never listened to the score for Candyman,
Yeah.
I recommend listening to it. It's
I haven't.
amazing.
I'll have to listen to that for sure.
Absolutely amazing.
Gotcha.
That is everything actually. If you guys have watched the Candyman trailer, or if you haven't, definitely go watch it. Come back, let us know what you thought. If you're whether or not you're into horror films. I've given you 3 things to do this episode.
Yeah.
Get to it, right? That's the Candyman thing. That's the Star Wars, right? Whether you would rather watch 6, 7, or 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And then it was a thoughts on something early on. From one of our other topics, from getting closure from Palpatine being a clone.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And play the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yay,
Come on.
yay! Where we at on time?
55 minutes.
I think we're good. I've got no breaking news that to close out the episode, so that way nobody can be like, "Oh crap, we just missed it."
I found out Spooky Empire's heading in Orlando.
You going?
Ooh.
No, I'm not going because for one, I can't do something like that again.
He was
As far
thinking
as
about
the
Who's
spending,
gonna be there?
I found out pretty much the cast of Reanimator's going to be there.
Oh,
so
you gotta go.
I can't swing
gotta
that.
go.
Man. It's in May.
Sneak in.
It's in May. I can't keep doing that. I think they're gonna have one here in Tampa or whatever
But
in
are
October
the cast
too.
of Reanimator gonna be there?
No, but it's pretty cool. But that's like the only people I would want to see.
Watch, you're gonna have someone lame for this next one. You're not gonna want to go. You're gonna have like Kevin Feige there. You're gonna be like, I don't want to see. Kevin
Like
Feige.
honestly, I think the people they announced so far, I'm not impressed with. The
Yeah.
Reanimator cast, I'm like, it's pretty cool.
But what if your man Tone wants you to go there specifically? He's not gonna let you in for free. You got to pay yourself, but he wants you to be there.
I know it's like what $90 for one day, and I think
Oh.
it's like
I didn't even tell you
what?
on the Chef Show,
Yeah,
season 3.
Tony
Sam
Todd?
Raimi's on there.
no way,
He's-
really?
Yeah, he's hanging out with John Favreau under Making
Okay,
Bread.
That's kind of cool.
It was pretty dope. He's a weird guy.
Who? Sam Raimi?
Yes,
He's. I appreciate him because he's very eccentric.
he is extremely eccentric.
Like with the way he's very.
You can tell he feels out of his element.
Yeah, he's very. I don't know, like an introvert.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I meant to say in this week's Buddy Talks episode
Yeah.
that when we were talking about practical,
Yeah.
that the fact that Gizmo,
Yeah.
would be one that I'd like to see redone or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the indication that would be amazing lies completely on the child in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
The fact that was pulled off so well whenever it's practical, because
And what's his face?
it's so CG.
He told them that they were pathetic and they were cowards for not wanting to use the practical initially.
Yeah.
Hey,
So they did.
Speaking of that, you ever think the Gizmo looks better in the first Gremlins film than
Then
the
he does in
second
the
one?
second.
Because the second one they do some stop motion stuff,
Yeah.
and you
I
can
know
tell like
that.
perspective wise that he's like smaller.
Yeah.
Like when they have him dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And the scientists, the twin scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot about that. I mean, obviously, I think they made some better decisions. I think, in the first
Somehow
one.
I think both of those guys, I think they're the same one from Terminator 2. I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I'm talking about? The security guard?
Oh, maybe.
It might be, like
It might
thinking
actually
about
be.
it. Yeah, because they're actually twins. So that's why
Huh.
in Terminator 2, when the T-1000 turned into him.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
it's one in front of the other. I
they just
never
had
even thought
they
about
just had
that.
the two twins.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So thinking about it, it might be the same guy from
Probably is.
Gremlins 2
Sweet
and
Jesus.
Terminator 2.
Anyways, that's all I got, man. I just want to mention this real quick. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition
Yeah.
got dropped on PC today.
Oh wow.
For the I guess for their anniversary. They dropped it on Steam, the Microsoft Store, and Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Nice.
Crazy.
But is it on Mac? Nope. Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyways, I am Will. You can always find me over at innerhonestopinion.com or over on my Twitter at KryptonsWill.
I'm Marvin. Why don't you go ahead and hit us up on BuddyTalksPodcast.com or on Twitter at The Artful Gent. I don't know why I'm saying it like this.
So you should be listening to Buddy Talks anyway. If you didn't listen to this week's episode,
You're going to be so lost.
I'm going to tell you it's a good one, and we reference stuff in this one.
Yeah.
So
For both, actually, right? Because Wednesday's episode gets hit with stuff, obviously, and then the Adam Analyzes plug as well.
Yeah.
And here we are just in the middle of it.
So the live studio audience is like Kevin Feige.
Yeah. She orchestrated it all.
She created the entire thing.
I'm gonna say she did a better job than what Feige did with Marvel.
At least it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, well,
At least we can agree
I mean,
on that.
He's not wrong.
Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, she's
We can agree on that.
she made some poor decisions.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can find me at Twitter and Instagram, Adam_analyzes, AdamAnalyzes.com, and yeah, all that good stuff, man. It's in the cyberspace areas.
And Adam Analyzes 316.
That's right.
Yeah.
Give us digital hugs. We love you for
I don't
listening.
even know 316.
It's
Right?
like Stone Cold.
Wait, yeah, exactly. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Come on.
Yeah,
Austin
didn't he
316.
like
And the Bible?
yeah, but that was never
That spoofed Stone Cold.
So is that the book of Stone Cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of beer for some
Because
reason.
Stone Cold said so.
Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, comment below, all that fun stuff. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.
Good night.
Take it easy.
Candyman, 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 Candyman.